Jack Maxey sitting in the driver's seat here on the embassy in Capitol Hill. This is August 1st, the year of our Lord 2020. We're about to begin episode 312 in one of our Saturday specials, Voices of China. Today's episode called New Federal State of China Confronts CCP Across the Globe. A shout out to our distribution partners, America's Voice News, Newsmax at Night, and John Frederick's Radio Network, also G News, which sends this through the firewall in Mandarin for the Chinese people so that they know that we are standing with them. Steve, back to you.
In New York, I've got obviously our guest for the second hour, Miles Guo. We're going to talk about the new federal state. We're also going to talk about the apologists who are trying to stand up for the Chinese Communist Party. But we definitely want to finish with the voice of free Chinese people throughout the world. So, Jack, back to you in the studio. Let's finish with Alice. Then we'll join ourselves back here on the boat where I will talk to Miles Guo about everything that's going on in this freedom movement throughout the world as the Chinese people start to rise up against the totalitarian dictatorship of the Chinese Communist Party.
Alice, it's Jack. I just want to touch on what we were talking about just at the end of the last segment because I think it's so important and I think it's very illustrative for the world to hear it. Alice told us that her first emotion when she thought, I need to go down in front of the consulate in New York City and protest for the 1.4 billion Chinese people and all the other people of the world. You told me that your first emotion was fear. Can you talk a little bit about that? Because I think it's indicative of what kind of a government the CCP is operating.
Oh, the CCP definitely cracked down our speech, and anything you say or you do against them, you will be chased. And I think they definitely have a way to come after you. They will. Now I'm in the U.S., I'm safe, but they will find your family members, whoever is connected with you. They will harass and maybe arrest your family members. You really care about your family members, right? That's even worse than attacking yourself. So that's our worry. Every Chinese face this. That's why a lot of times we even dare not talk to each other about anything against CCP.
Well, the reason I brought it up, Alice, is because it shows for the people of the world the kind of terror under which the Chinese people have to live, right? You do something wrong, it's not just you that they're coming after. They're coming after your dad, your mom, your brother, your aunts, uncles, whoever it is. And this is a concept that is so foreign to the Western mind, right? This idea that the entire family is punished for the actions of one. And what this does for the people listening is this creates a blanket of fear across the entire population and keeps people kind of in an enslaved state of fear. And to me, watching people like Alice just, say enough. I can't tell you guys how much this inspires me and humbles me. Somebody who thinks I'm a patriot and thinks that I care a lot about liberty and will be willing to put myself on the line. Watching you, Alice, and your compatriots do it every day is just something I find overwhelmingly inspiring.
Thank you. I really appreciate the help from War Room, from you, and from Mr. Steve Bannon and President Trump. And when I was in the protest, I really appreciate the support from the police also, because that gave me another reason I could go to the protest. So we were protected. The Chinese Communist Party wouldn't do anything to us directly.
Think about that, people. Alice is saying she appreciates the American police because in New York City, she's actually afraid of the Communist Party. That should be a wake-up call for everybody. Wow, Alice.
Yes, and even my name, Alice, is not my real name. I don't want to expose anything related with my identity.
Well, your secret is safe with us, Alice, and we can't really thank you enough for having come on the show, because every time somebody like you speaks up, there's somebody else out there who wants to speak up and is given the courage to do so. So we are going to try and multiply your voice all over this planet and inspire the Chinese people to take back China, to take this wonderful, beautiful country filled with wonderful people and bring it into the family of nations. Thank you so much, Alice. Steve, back to you.
Thank you, Alice. I got to tell you, very moving. And Jack, I'll toss it back to you in a moment. We've got our guest for the second hour, Miles Grow. First question I've got to ask you, Miles, is something that Dr. Yan said, and we've heard it now a couple of times in the first hour about the new federal state. The interesting thing about Dr. Yan and these people we've had on and we have on every week, they're the little guy. They're the person that society's based upon. It's on their shoulders that it rests. And something that haunts me, and I know it haunts Jack, is that there's a phrase that's been used by these people that go out to protest, and Dr. Yan said that CCP will disappear you, that the Chinese Communist Party will disappear you. And when we've asked them and said, hey, what does that mean? They said, not only will you disappear, either to a prison, never to be heard of again, or die, be killed, quote unquote, commit suicide, but that all the memory of you will go away, that the memory of your family will go away, that anything you said or did will go away. They will disappear you. We've heard it a couple times a day. Explain to our American audience, because I think people look at you as someone that's come forward, and with all these people attacking you, you're relentless in your attacks on the Chinese Communist Party. What does it mean? And particularly, what does it mean to a little guy, somebody that maybe doesn't have your resources? What does it mean to the little guy out there when they have the power to disappear you?
Thank you, sir. I really honest come back. It's the war room. Last week is everything is bigger is happened, and very movement, very touched me. Also, it's new federal state politics everywhere, any country. You look at the all same me. It's from the garage. It's a Chinese small guy, 老百姓, right?
老百姓.
老百姓. So very, very proud of. They are in a very big, perfect courage. Go to Paris, Canada, Australia, and Japan, Korea, Australia, all everywhere. Also, somebody is driving the car. It's the 6,000 km. Go there. It's all the family. Some of the man is 75 years old. They go to there. Also, it's very dangerous. CCP try in any country, use any source, threaten everybody. Somebody just before go to the protest inside the mainland family, get a police warning, somebody get arrested and threatened, but they never give up. They go there. Just the last 70 years, first time real Chinese, only for the freedom, rule of the law, is to go to the west of the world as personally taking negative, not behind anybody control, is to go to anti-CCP protest. Also, you look at this show the world, all the people, all the small guy, show the world we are totally different before you know the Chinese. Because before you see all the protests, that's fake. It's behind is the CCP minority. Also, you can see the people very disappear, very disappear, very smooth, very respect, very friendly, as get all of the country police, respect. Also, they have the rule, new federal state of the fly. They are share the food, share the water. After the protests, they clean all the street. No one garbage is there. That's so great, They want to show the world. We are different than CCP. We don't like CCP representative us again. CCP gave you all about the Chinese, the image. It's not true. They want to show you it's a true Chinese, true color, and is Chinese what is real want. In the CCP, only 90 million people, the members. Chinese 1.4 billion people. CCP always try is the clean up all the Chinese, everything in the West world. I'm a representative of all the Chinese. I'm the legally, is the organization, is the power. They want to show now they cannot representative of us again. They are the power never get we are what. They are the this is the regime. The regime is illegal in China, also in Western world. In the international social, This CCP, China Communist Party, cannot legally representative of the Chinese. That's huge. Also, before somebody try, immediately get disappear and get arrested. This time, all the global people together, because sir, I must be see, all the Chinese really appreciate Steve Kim Bannon. You are given the privilege. You talk the last 3 years, you see radical Chinese, help Chinese get real freedom, get the rule of the law, very emotional. All the Chinese say, Bannon is the only one in the Western world, white people really want the Chinese to have rule of the law and really freedom. All of my family, all of my in the China mainland, have 1.3 million people work with me. They all people sign the voice. I really appreciate Stephen K. Bannon. That's real because last 7 years, no one white guy think CCP in China is illegally regime. You is the first person talk. Another side, you suppose all the Chinese get real freedom and the rule of the law. Example, your help is the whistleblower movement. Your help rescue, help the Dr. Yang in Hong Kong not get killed, come to America. You get is the Dr. Yang in America get somebody protect her. You are protecting all the whistleblower movement, all the people. Everybody knows. So this is why Chinese this time first time have the new federal state. They want to take down the CCP, the criminal regime, because they get your courage, all the outside the Chinese. You can do, you must be do, you need to do, because too long time you get the CCP in China is the kidnapped. That's you. This is very strong, signal you send to all the Chinese. I really appreciate it, sir. That's why you look at the people. I really emotional as it shows the world we are different than CCP. We don't like CCP kidnap in the future again. Also, the CCP cannot representative all the Chinese. That's a very strong, information. Thank you, sir.
Let me ask you, Jack, how much time do we have? Do we have enough
Just
time?
under 2 minutes.
Everybody hashtag War Room Pandemic become part of the community today. Want to hear all your comments in the live stream. This is another special. We've got about a minute to go before we got to go to commercial break. But I just want to ask you about the odds. You've got the new federal state, you have the whistleblower movement, you have all these people throughout the world. They seem like they're coming together. But then again, you have Senator Feinstein, you have all these people going, this is a joke. This Chinese Communist Party has the total absolute control of the second biggest country essentially in the world back in the United States. All the other countries were kowtow to it. They got ultimate power, economic power, financial power. Their partners are Wall Street and the City of London. You have Miles Guo, Steve Bannon, and a bunch of really nice people. These other says they have no chance of taking down the Chinese Communist Party. I tell you what, I want to wait for this answer until we come back for the commercial break because I want to go because we're seeing right now the counter reaction to what's going on. You see Senator Dan Coates of Indiana, who is the director of national intelligence under President Trump. He's written basically a running dog piece for the Washington Post, taking the side of the CCP, saying we can never take them down, we can never beat them, right? You've got Dianne Feinstein, right, sitting there. She had a driver who was a CCP intelligence agent for 20 years when she was she headed the House Intel Committee. You've got her sitting there going, oh, to see China's a great country, CCP's great, they're doing great things, you got to accept them, they're not going around. When her husband's in business with the CCP. You've got all these useful idiots and running dogs in the establishment that are making excuses. We're going to turn a minute, Jack, tell us back to you, with Miles Guo here on the vessel.
Okay, guys, we're going to pay some bills. Be right back.
War Room Pandemic with Stephen K. Bannon.
The epidemic is a demon, and we cannot let this demon hide.
War Room Pandemic. Here's your host, Stephen K. Bannon.
This is Jack Maxey sitting in the driver's seat here at the embassy on Capitol Hill. This is another one of our Saturday specials on China, episode 312. This is titled New Federal State of China Confronts CCP Across the Globe. We've got special guests Miles Guo and Steve Bannon coming up in just a minute. But I want to reiterate, 2020 has been a gut punch to American business. And if you're going to succeed, you need every possible advantage. Smart companies run on NetSuite by Oracle, the world's #1 cloud business system. Receive your free guide right now at netsuite.com/Bannon. That's netsuite.com/Bannon. Over to you, Steve.
The CCP lied and Americans died. We have 150,000 combat casualties in this war against the pandemic. It's not going to stop anytime soon. You know, as a scientist the other day said that we could have 2 or 3 times as many casualties by the time this thing's finished. This came to you directly from the Chinese Communist Party in Beijing. Dr. Yan, at the conference put on by Liberty University this week in Washington, D.C., laid it out in pretty specific details. There'll be a lot more of her. She's doing interviews all over. You'll see a lot more of her on One America, Newsmax, all the different sites. I want to turn now back to Miles Guo, who's the co-founder, the spiritual leader, I would say, of the new federal state of China, and really the galvanizing force in back of this whistleblower movement. Whistleblower movement's very simple. It's just people inside the CCP apparatus that are coming forward and saying, hey, here are the crimes that the CCP is committing every day against the Chinese people, and now because of the pandemic, against the American people and all of mankind. So Miles, you know, people, when I start talking about, you know, take down the CCP, when I start talking about the new federal state, the whistleblower movement, the Rule of Law Society, Committee on the Present Danger, the Radio Free China, which they call a war room pandemic, people say, Bannon, that's crazier than you talking about Donald Trump being elected president in 2016, back in 14 and 15, that, you know, as well-intentioned as these people are and as nice as they are and, you know, as energetic as they are, they're the little guy. They're tiny little guys. And you got Miles Guo and you got some other, obviously, large financiers and serious people. You got the great sports figure, Mr. Hua, and his wife in Spain. You have a lot of people coming together. But the Chinese Communist Party is in business with the most powerful people in the world. It's in business with Wall Street. It's in business with the City of London. It's in business with the World Economic Forum, the party at Davos. It is in business with all the big corporations in the world, that they make their money on the slave labor of China, and they're not walking away from that anytime soon. You've got a firewall that's supported by American companies. You've got many people in the United States government, including people like Senator Feinstein and Dan Coats, who was director of national intelligence. Heck, the CIA, Pompeo, reported theoretically to Dan Coats. You got him writing an op-ed in the Washington Post saying, hey, we don't want a new Cold War. We don't want a new Cold War. We can't beat the CCP, right? They're too strong, that this will just lead to both of our destruction. So what do you say to that? What do you say to people say, these are interesting things, but you guys are nothing more than a bunch of ants, and we're the Chinese Communist Party, and their partners said they're going to win and you're going to lose?
Thank you, sir. This all I listen, I watch the article. They are talk about this. Also, somebody I don't know the lady the name. Is CCP in China help the millions of people have get food.
That was Senator Feinstein. She said
really?
they taking them out of poverty and giving food to everybody.
Yes, there's no any common sense. You know, last 70 years, CCP in China killed nearly 400 million population. In Hong Kong, only last 13 months, 13,000 people is the no reason get suicide. And Hong Kong, the suicide. In Hong Kong, how many people now lose everything and kill? And, you know, cultural revolution, you know how many people because starving is dying. And the cultural revolution, how many people, the old family get killed because they are used to violate revolution, cultural revolution inside political struggle. It's nearly 80 million people died because of this. And it is like 70 years, the world, everything has changed. Even the animal can find out the food. But the Chinese, in 70 years, you see, CCP gave the million people the food. But you never forgot, they killed 400 million Chinese. This is the too poor guy. Because a little bit of money, you lose your justice, you lose your human, you lose, you know, this basement is, is the truth. That's too big, too bad, hearing my Chinese. I'm really, really angry. Another side, you look at Wall Street, you look at the jurists, some friends, a lot of friends of jurists, investment, and Wall Street, and from Israel, You look at this, the world now really similar 1926 and 1938 in the Germany World War II before Hitler. Hitler before the money is more than 60% is from the Jews. The friend invested in him by in the bank by its the diamond and the gold big founder gave the support to Hitler. Now in the Wall Street, in the Israel, and in the America, everywhere is more than billionaire rich persons from we are friend, Israel and Jews. But I want to give you warning. Now, number one dangerous country is America. Number one nationality is dangerous is you. Will be you get a big trouble is from CCP. Similar before 1926 to 1938. Why? You look, Wall Street and Israel, how big fans support CCP and the finance. Now, CCP in the Middle East, in the Iran, in the Pakistan, and make the P3 lamp. Biology weapon is the P3 lamp. Why they need this? Because of the coronavirus, they find out cheaper, good, low cost, very easy, can kill big, is the quantity, big quantity is the people. Now they find out the solution. Don't need a developer nuclear bomb. You developer biology weapon kill you.
Hang on, you're saying, you've called this before, you're saying this story that came out about the CCP working with Pakistan for some sort of P3 biological lab in this 40-year deal they've announced with Iran, right? That everybody kind of laughed at, oh, you guys don't know what you're talking about. That now it looks like a $400 billion, 25-year deal, $400 billion. That would also entail some sort of P3 lab, some sort of lab, and that Pakistan and Iran would then have the capabilities that at least the Hong Kong lab had, and one of the labs in Wuhan, to do gain of function experiments and actually have these type of biological weapons. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, sir. I'm here on the camera, sir, and you beside me. I might as well take a full responsibility. I talk this, give you, provide the true information, the warning, not as a gossip. 3 years ago talked to Stephen King Bannon, Pakistan, they have the project, developer biology weapon. Also, they built P3 lamp, biology weapon platform in Iran. And now, Egypt also want CCP built biology weapon in the Egypt. Could you tell me, also another country is in the Middle East, the fourth country, all this enemy is Israel and the Jews and America. They wanted the coronavirus make from China the good sample, easily can kill all the people, and you cannot find evidence. Please, sir. 3 years ago, I give you the warning. Now it's happened.
Are you saying because of what they've seen of the coronavirus or the CCP virus spreading, whether it came out of biological weapons or not, but the spread of that and the destruction, that they now think they've got a cheap version, they don't need nuclear weapons, that this big controversy we had with President Trump stopping the nuclear weapons program in Iran, and obviously Pakistan has many nuclear weapons, that they view this biological weapon that could come out of P3 or P4 labs as more cost effective in their fight against the United States and Israel? That's what you're saying, that this could happen in the Middle East?
100% is correct, sir. 3 years ago, I in the DC, press conference, I talked. Where's the world? You need to prepare. It's block time coming in. I know the CCP intelligent insight 2006. They sense developer biology weapon. So you look at Dr. Yan. It's a C2 point. It's a coronavirus. This is the virus, the sample. Only CCP, China Communist Party, PLA, P4 lamp have the sample. They can make more different virus, biological weapon, easily 3 months and 6 months, anywhere. They can kill anything they want the people. 3 years ago, I told you, sir, I told America, I told the rest of the world, CCP have the program in the Pakistan, in the Iranian and the Middle East, they are developing now I think it's available. Why they want the biological weapon? Can kill who? They don't want to kill Russia. They don't want to kill South Africa. They don't want to kill CCP. They only want two tigers, America and Israel. Seriously, 3 years is gone. You look at me before the whistleblower until now. I broadcast live stream 2,680 times. You check my talk, all the people, all the is the effect. No one is a lie. No one is a mistake.
Steve,
But
we got 30
I
seconds.
always talk. What's the word? What's the word?
Hang on. I'll tell you what. Let's take a short break. Jack, take us out. We're going to be back again with Miles Guo talking about the new threat to Israel coming from potentially these biological weapons programs in the Middle East. We'll be back. Jack, to you. We'll be back in a moment.
Guys, we're going to be back with more information from Miles about what's going on inside China. Back in 1 minute.
War Room Pandemic with Stephen K. Bannon.
The epidemic is a demon, and we cannot let this demon hide.
War Room Pandemic. Here's your host, Stephen K. Bannon.
Jack Maxey sitting in the driver's seat here with Vish and the other Jack and the embassy on Capitol Hill. This is one of our Saturday specials, Voices of China. Today's episode is called New Federal State of China Confronts CCP Across the Globe, episode 312. Now listen, 2020 has been a gut punch to American business, and if you're going to succeed, you need every possible advantage. You need NetSuite by Oracle, the world's #1 cloud business system. Smart companies run on NetSuite because NetSuite gives you the visibility and control over your financials, HR, inventory, e-commerce, and more. Everything you need all in one place. Whether you're doing $1 million or hundreds of millions in sales, NetSuite lets you manage every penny with precision. You'll have the agility to compete with anyone, work from anywhere, and run your whole company right from your phone. Join over 20,000 companies who trust NetSuite to make it happen. NetSuite surveyed hundreds of business leaders and assembled a playbook of the top strategies they're using as America reopens for business. Receive your free guide, 7 actions businesses need to take now, and schedule your free product tour at netsuite.com/Bannon. Get your free guide and schedule your free product tour right now at netsuite.com/Bannon. That's netsuite.com/Bannon. Back to you, Steve Bannon.
Yeah, Jack, I think I want to thank Dr. Yan. The Ohio, I think FDA announced that they're going to lift the ban, do an emergency use order for hydroxy. I want to thank Dr. Richard Yale and also Dr. Yan, who came on and did a fantastic job on Wednesday's show to really walk an American audience through this whole issue about hydroxy. I think it was a big deal, and I know it went a long way, I think, to helping convince people, particularly the state level FDAs, to do this. Okay, Miles, I want to turn back to you for a second because this is very important. You've been saying that the CCP understands, given the carnage they have and what's happened to the United States, that they understand these biological, in their mind, whether we say it came from a biological weapons lab or not, they understand the power of this now because it's essentially brought the United States in their mind to its knees. You came to the National Press Club in Washington, D.C. This is before I knew you. This is when, I think I was still at the White House or I just left, but I hadn't met you yet. I didn't meet you until Bill Gertz introduced us, I think in October of 2017. But you warned the American people, you warned the state of Israel and the United States, who the CCP looks as its allies, that in the Middle East, black days are coming. There are going to be many storms coming. And you specifically warned about this coming alliance on the Eurasian landmass led by the CCP with one belt on one road and other aspirations, but to tie together Pakistan and Iran. Now you're saying that, hey, these guys, at first it might have been nuclear weapons, but right now they realize they have a low-cost, powerful weapon to deliver and cause chaos through the world, and particularly chaos in the Middle East and directed to the state of Israel, and that would be the biological weapons program. And when you see them in discussions with P3 labs in Iran and Pakistan, you said the world's got to stand up and take notice that this is a storm cloud on the horizon that's coming for you.
Yes, sir. You look after the press conference, I get is the number one. CCP want to kill the people. Also outside is the website, the Umar Army, Water Army is against me. Larry King, Stephen Wynn, and Wall Street, and Robert Stone. Also President Trump want to send me back to China. So that's why, because the press conference, sir, I talk the truth. The West of the world, you are very dangerous now. They use the biological weapon, a chemical weapon. They have the BGY program. They have a 3F program. They want to take down America, weaken America, and kill America. And they are hate the Christian and Catholic, the religion. They are really 100% communist party.
It's 100% atheist.
Yeah, it's atheist.
Then how are they?
Yeah.
Then how?
No, they are. No, the atheists. This inside is believes God. They don't want you believe Jesus. They don't want to believe the Catholic. They want you to believe Catholic party.
Then how is the question I asked then is, why is the Vatican a partner of theirs? How can they be a partner with the Catholic Church at the highest level in a secret deal?
You're totally wrong. They not is the partner want the Vatican. They repair the Vatican. They kidnap the Vatican. They want the Vatican. Shut up. Listen to me. I am your God. You're not the God representative agent. I am the God. This is totally different, sir. The CCP never think Vatican we're a partner. No, you just work with me. You just listen to me. The same try in Israel. All the Jews, you shut up. You must be, work with me. You must be make a decision. God.
They don't respect any religion.
No.
Whether religion
is why you look at Larry King.
Tibetan Buddhism.
You look at the Larry King, the scandal. You look at Robert Stone. You look at Wall Street. You look at any of the media, Bernard Wu, Jack Ma, behind a lot of Jews, collaborate with the CCP, get small money, attack me, attack you. Why? Small money. CCP don't like big money, just give you short some money. Listen to me. They are get BGY, get your scandal, threaten you. Vatican, same.
Why are they
They give the 2 billion for CCP. It's a printed money. This is not real money.
I should note that the Vatican has never come back and said that is wrong. You've accused them of taking money.
Yeah.
You accuse the Vatican of taking cash from the CCP.
Vatican no one time get the CCP seriously respect. Never. They just want to use them, repair them, kidnap them. They never respect the Vatican.
Okay.
Same with Israel. Israel, you look at too many people help the CCP. Who get the CCP seriously respect? Tell me, sir.
The CCP only respects people who stand up to them, right? Now, I want to talk about that for a second because people are saying you're totally outnumbered, that this is a marginal effort. You're never going to be able to turn this around. Why do you think the new federal state? Why does it offer an alternative when the CCP sits there with their partners, and you know who the guys in Europe are? They say all the time that if you allow the Chinese to try to have democracy, the entire country is going to collapse. The entire country is going to collapse into anarchy. The entire country is going to collapse into chaos. It's going to be back to warlordism. That what you represent and Mr. Howell represents and the new federal state represents is just going to be an absolute catastrophe for China. So why do you think the Chinese can handle rule of law, why they can handle democracy, why they can handle freedom, when the CCP is sitting there with their business partners throughout the world, which are united in keeping control of China? Why do you think the new federal state offers an alternative?
Sir, this last 70 years, Chinese very naive, trust CCP every year to give the permits. You are not can get wealthy, have democracy and rule of the law. You are low education. Americans evil, capitalism, all the bad guy, all the liar. Every people every day die on the beach. You cannot trust the capitalism. Now I'm in the West of the world. It's the last 30 years, a lot of partners from the West of the world. I know the truth. A West of the world have the religion, have rule of the law, can make you more healthy and more human, and it's very peaceful. I know the CCP is a lie. So now new federal state, you look at Mr. Hao and Mr. Hao's wife, Mr. Ye, also Dr. Yan, also Luda, We all the new federal state, Sarah, Anhong, all these outside people, we are now the West of the world is peaceful, have rule of the law, have justice. Also, very important from inside also PLA members, also many 1.4 billion Chinese now because of the internet world. We know more the truth, the history, cultural revolution. CCP is a lie. Also, we have confidence, have capability, can take down the CCP. Also, you can see new federal state get mission. We want a free religion. We want rule of the law independence. We want the same the West side. We have the jobs. We have the free religion. We have confidence can deliver, give Chinese. Also, we can make a peaceful relation with the West of the world. We don't want the biological weapon, want to kill Jews and kill American and kill the Europe country. We need a long-term the peace of the contract. This is why it's Dr. Yan. You look, Luda, Anhong, Dr. Bo, Sarah, and Mr. Hao wife, million Chinese now stand up, take down the CCP because we are justice need. We need the future. We are child. We are family. Next generation, more the healthy, more dignity. We cannot get to sleep one more day again. We need the West world to know the truth. We need American know the truth. This is why new federal state in the West world with blue. I really appreciate Steve Bannon as a big help us, give the information, the voice to the West world, know more us. New federal state can help West world people make bigger money and clean money, long-term money, don't need lose your dignity money. That's a new federal state. Give you healthy Chinese market and a peaceful future, sir.
I want to talk about one of the ways to get there is this whistleblower movement. Dr. Yan came this week. She was at Liberty University at the conference. She presented herself on stage during the War Room pandemic for 2 days. Also, she gave dozens of interviews. She's in part of that documentary. We had her back on. Incredibly impressive. The American people have really been drawn to her for her courage, but also the precision in which she talks about these medical issues. She is coming forward as a whistleblower, but the first thing she told us is that the pressure put on her family, the pressure put on her, on people she knew, even colleagues who were arrested when she left Hong Kong. How do you expect the whistleblower movement to blossom if the first thing we're hearing from everybody is the fear that they put under the Chinese Communist Party to arrest their colleagues at work, to arrest their families, to put them in? How is the whistleblower movement going to increase and get more powerful to basically give the information the world needs to see about the Chinese Communist Party if they're running it like a gulag, if they're running it like a total dictatorship?
Sir, it's the whistleblower blossom because of big help, sir. I don't want to join in. I don't know American inside political, but I know you is really seriously now is take down CCP, can make it peaceful to the world, also can rescue America. With blue is the movement get you, it's the help at the blossom. But also CCP is scared of us. Very important, we talk the truth. We talk not the gossip, not the media. We base inside intelligence, many inside the Chinese, because want freedom, want the rule of the law, free religion, give every day the new, very important the information intelligence. That's why Dr. Yan is my hero, is a world hero. Last 2 days in the war room in the DC is gave the West world about the coronavirus the truth. She's a hero. You look at she don't need to do this. She have good life. She can have earn big money, but she because of the justice want to give the world the truth. The coronavirus were found, not from nature. She lose everything. I really respect her. With the blue movement and you help her come to America, that's a big gift from God. I really believe her can give more the information, more the evidence, as can get is American knowledge coronavirus from where. Also, her is the keen witness, So that's very important. So new federal state, sir, must be take down CCP, change the world.
Okay, I want to hear from everybody. Hashtag War and Pandemic. Want to hear in the live stream. Remember, the reason this show has gotten the traction it's gotten, the reason it's so powerful is it's blown through the firewall later in the day, and it's also live translated now by G News, GTV, that the people in China can actually hear it through the firewall. It's this combination of Lao Beijing and the deplorables is creating this force that the CCP cannot stand up to. And once the CCP is down, we'll actually have accountability for this terrible pandemic they've put on us. Jack, take us out. We're going to turn in a minute and talk to Miles about this horrible flood that's happening in the Yangtze River.
Back in 1 second.
War Room Pandemic with Stephen K. Bannon.
The epidemic is a demon, and we cannot let this demon hide.
War Room Pandemic. Here's your host, Stephen K. Bannon.
This is Jack Maxey on Capitol Hill here for War Room Pandemic, another Saturday special with voices from China. New federal state of China confronts CCP across the globe. This is our sixth series of episodes this week. We always end this on Saturday with voices from China, and I'll tell you what, audience, it's what keeps me motivated. Listening to these stories, listening to this inspiration, and getting the inside track from Miles Guo keeps me running through Sunday, ready to go Monday morning. Back to you, Steve.
Yeah, years ago at the National Press Club, Miles Guo warned the nation state of Israel, Jewish people throughout the world, the United States, what would happen with some sort of alliance between the Chinese Communist Party and Pakistan and Iran. And people at the time dismissed it, and look what's happening. You got news reports that the CCP is in a biological weapons deal with Pakistan that just leaked that they're doing a 25-year, $400 billion deal with Iran. The Chinese Communist Party is deeply embedded in the Middle East, and people that laughed this off years ago are going to regret that, because once the Chinese Communist Party is there, unless they're taken down in Beijing, they're going to be nothing but a nightmare and cause already a volatile part of the world, and with our great ally Israel, just cause a complete nightmare. One of the things that I'm very proud to work with Miles about, he's always ahead of the curve. He talks about things people say, oh, it's impossible, right? H&A, Hong Kong, the pandemic. Every time Miles talks about something, people go, oh, he's crazy. That's Miles Guo. He's just a crazy guy. Always turns out to be correct. One of the things you warned us about over a month ago, we started talking on the show, I think it was 6 weeks ago, was the possibility of massive floods in the Three Gorges Dam. It is me tapping on it, guys. I just had Miles just caught me. The Three Gorges Dam and this potential for the Three Gorges to have problems. And you warned and you told us about the number of college graduates, the number of agriculture, everything that happens in the Yangtze Valley. It looks like we're getting reports now that it's starting to peak over the next week or two. Get us up to date on what the real thinking is from you about what's going on at Three Gorges, what's going on in the Yangtze River, how big a threat to the Chinese people, and how big a threat is it to the American people with all of our medical supplies being made there?
Thank you, sir. You always get the point. I think, it's the Three Gorges Dam is very dangerous now. Yesterday it shocked me last night. A lot of friends from Beijing sent a video giving me also in the iPhone show the big fault go to the Beijing. This is huge, never happened. Also in the Three Gorges Dam is the water quality is bigger higher. I think it's very big risk. Maybe at broken is the Three Gorges Dam. It's 100 million people. It get a very big risk. Also now I think nearly 20 million people is lose the home, lose the asset. It's no food. But the CCP cover the truth, don't want you know. That's by American tycoon technique company help CCP build a firewall. They very successful use cover the truth. Also another way, sir, I want you to know, American not only is the cold word, America in the hard word. Warfare. You are never outside. You are inside, inside. Another side, sir, I want you to know, if it is the fault, is it happen in China? China go to the second disaster is the human immigration is make the world go to max. Another side, nuclear, the factory there have 3 areas. It's a big pollution. It's all the world have big trouble. Another side is very important. Even Xi Jinping and Wang Qishan, CCP, central government, they don't care if Three Gorges Dam is broken, how many people die. They don't care. They now only 2 goals. Take down Trump. President don't win. Secondly, is the one to take down America, make the coronavirus go to everywhere.
Hold on, hang on for a second. If the Three Gorges Dam was to go, or just even the flooding gets in and they let it out, you could have 30, 40, 50 million. If the Three Gorges Dam collapsed, people are talking about 100 million people die. Are you sitting there and saying the CCP doesn't care about that? The Beijing, if they lost 100 million Chinese citizens, they wouldn't care.
That's why we need a new federal state. The CCP never think Chinese properties in the life is important. Same as Chairman Mao talked to Nixon president. So even we are war, we are still 100 million Chinese population. We lose 300 million. We don't care. Next 3-4 years, we can make more than 300 million population. That's just CCP, all the real color, true colors. So Central Communist Party, they don't care 3 Gorges Dam, how many people die. They think maybe you die 300 million, 200 million, for me, much better. So you look at CCTV, last week, see, all the natural disaster can help the country more bigger power, more stronger. They are always a propaganda, is cheated the Chinese, the small person. So, sir, you are so kind, think about the Chinese, the life, and the Three Gorges Dam is danger to kill people. They don't care.
If the Three Gorges Dam was to collapse, how many other dams in China along the Yangtze River do you think would collapse and cause a calamity that would blow through the world economy as bad as this pandemic?
No, nearly 100 million people maybe die. Maybe, it's the 200, 300 million people, no food. All the China maybe is get, as a starving. This is the trouble. But CCP still stronger.
2 minutes.
If Americans don't stop dollar, Wall Street don't stop investment, how about CCP? CCP is still stronger there. China still have 1 billion people there.
You're saying if you don't stop, if you don't cut them off from the dollar, you don't cut them off from finance, if you don't sanction these banks, you don't sanction the individuals, you're not going to get any. You're never going to destroy the CCP.
Yeah, American wish that CCP don't decouple. CCP, even if 300 people die, 3 Gorges is broken, CCP is still the stronger there. Also can make more the virus go to America.
Jack, back to you to take us out. I want to thank the audience again for another edition of our China specials on Saturday.
People, we hope we inspired you to be Churchills and not Chamberlains. Join us on Monday.